two of you together are the founders of a new social network called VoteMyLink. What's it all about? How did you start it?
Well, it just originally started from using internet, and we realized that we were sharing content and doing some causes in helping with Amnesty International and different organizations, and we realized that we're in a space right now that we can share information and try to connect with more people. And then there was a stage that we really found that we were really hard to be heard. So we had this really, really big pain that although internet's become this platform that we're connected, but it was really, really hard to be targeted and heard in the right place. So that's where the idea of VoteMyLink started to evolve.
And how does it compare to the likes of Facebook and Twitter, the well-known brands? Where did you see a niche for your own network?
So we wanted to look at the area of content sharing, and in particular how people rank content that's shared, bringing some form of democracy by allowing members to vote on content that's shared. And we also were aware that other platforms do vote up and vote down, but we were looking at new ways of doing this, like giving people contextual voting statements, and the overall structure of the site based on interest groups, interest-based. So that's the main distinguishing features.
And you mentioned democracy. You're launching this in the European Parliament. Why here? Why in Brussels have you come here? And what kind of opportunities do you think your network presents in terms of democracy?
Well, European Parliament, we see it as a nest of democracy. You know, this is where the catalyst can start, and we thought about it. This could have been launched in any different environment, but it depends where you launch something, and the tone of that environment, you know, gives it that image, and it was really important. And as we spoke to MEPs, this is the ideal place for us to launch it.
And you've already, as you say, been speaking to MEPs. What kind of reaction so far are you getting, are you having from them? What do they think of this idea of your network?
They think it's a great idea. We've had a really positive response. We've had MEPs asking when they can create their groups. They're interested in how they can engage more with members of the public, how members of the public can inform them about their ideas and the content that they're reading and creating, and to have that ranked in a group basis. They're very keen on the idea, is the response we've had. And
you mentioned groups. Just explain how then the system works. What is it that your network does, and how could politicians, how could the democratic process make use of the network?
So, as I said, the website is group-based, and the groups have leaders, and these leaders are thought leaders in a certain interest area. So MEPs or super bloggers in an area, representative of an organisation. And within these groups, they can also bridge to other similar groups if both the leaders are in agreement to bridge. So it allows a network and a community to form around certain interest areas.
So an interest formed around, a group formed around an area of interest. How does that relate back to the man or woman in the street, the people living in Coventry where you two are from?
It could be used in a way, for example, people in Coventry and myself, we have this lack of knowledge of what the MEPs stand for, and it would be an ideal platform to be able to gauge with the different MEPs of what they stand for, why they're there, why they're representing us, and to be involved more into the current policies that are taking place. So that's.
And what about the fact that you're at this launch event drawing attention to women in technology? What kind of point did you want to make there? And what role do you think women have to play in technology? Do you think women are underrepresented at the moment?
Well, yeah, we came to the European Parliament to present the platform, and we were very inspired by Nelly Cruz and her digital agenda and the work she's doing to promote women in the ICT sector. So we were honoured to be asked to be role models in this area, let's say, and to inspire more women to become female entrepreneurs in the ICT field.
And have you had reaction, positive or negative, to the fact that you are two women together pursuing this? You see the likes of Facebook, and they seem very male-dominated areas.
Well, to be honest, actually, we had more positive reaction than negative. It's been quite overwhelming the amount of times that we've been praised for being taking this big challenge and the big vision that we stand for, that we're doing. So yes, it's been pretty good. However, we do acknowledge that the women are underrepresented in ICT sector, and we want to be able to be a role model to promote that.